go much faster usually than we're doing it here. It's just demonstrating now. So the next is the beginning of the eyebrow. The beginning of your eyebrow is closest to your nose. Sometimes they make bad choices.
Now, do they need to say this out loud, or can they just think it?
They can think it in their head. They can say it out loud. They can think it in their head.
Or in the public restroom, it's probably better to think it in your head.
Well, I've often done that. I sometimes make bad choices. And then under your eye, if you were looking straight ahead, you'd be tapping right underneath the pupil. You'll feel the bone here. I sometimes make bad choices. Under your nose, right above your upper lip, I sometimes make bad choices. Your lower lip, right above your chin, I sometimes make bad choices. The next one is point some people have a little bit harder time to find. So I always take my hands like this, kind of like you're going to squish a little ball there. And you find the beginnings of your collarbones, and you kind of tap on and under. When you're using this, many of your fingers, you have the best chance of hitting the meridian point. Sometimes I make bad choices. You know, sometimes I just do. I'm in a bad situation, I just make bad choices. And the next one is under your arm. I always kind of feel like a monkey when I'm doing this. I kind of want to go, ooh, 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 ooh. That's the easiest way to remember this point. Is, you know, sometimes I just make bad choices. In the past, and then you go back to the card top, in the past sometimes I've made bad choices. Top of your head, and sometimes I just make bad choices. You run through these steps a couple of times, once, sometimes I just make bad choices. Sometimes I make bad choices. And then what I add to that is, you know what? If I do make a bad choice, I can choose again. I give myself permission. I stop and breathe. I focus. Yeah, I might make a bad choice. And when I realize that, I can stop and breathe and notice without judgment. That's a key point, too, in EFT. A lot of this is your response, and a lot of times we judge our response. Judge it as being bad. And breathe all the way down to your feet. Breathe. If the words aren't coming, if there's just too much emotion involved or anything else, you're tuned in, you're tapped in, just tap.
And if emotion comes up, that's actually a pretty good sign.
Very
because
good sign.
It's like it's evaporating, it's bubbling up and out.
Bubbling up and out. So you're acknowledging that, yeah, you have that emotion. So